Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Conducting Workplace Investigations. Conducting workplace investigations is a critical function in the realm of human resources, particularly for those seeking to master the Professional in Human Resources California certification. This lesson aims to provide an in-depth understanding of the essential components, processes, and best practices involved in effectively conducting workplace investigations, with a specific focus on harassment prevention and workplace conduct. At the core of a workplace investigation is the principle of fairness and thoroughness. An investigation must be conducted in a manner that is impartial and comprehensive, ensuring that all relevant facts are uncovered and considered. This is particularly important in cases involving allegations of harassment, which can have significant legal and reputational consequences for both the organization and the individuals involved. A well-conducted investigation not only addresses the immediate issue, but also reinforces a culture of accountability and respect within the organization. The first step in conducting a workplace investigation is to receive and evaluate the complaint. This involves taking the complaint seriously, regardless of the perceived severity, and ensuring that it is documented accurately. The investigator must be trained to handle sensitive information and to maintain confidentiality to the greatest extent possible. According to a study by the Society for Human Resource Management, approximately 75% of employees who experience harassment do not report it due to fear of retaliation or disbelief that their complaint will be taken seriously. This statistic underscores the importance of creating a supportive environment where employees feel safe to report misconduct. Once the complaint is received, the investigator must develop an investigation plan. This includes identifying the key issues, determining the scope of the investigation, and outlining the steps to be taken. The plan should be flexible enough to adapt to new information as it emerges. The investigator must also identify the individuals who will be interviewed, including the complainant, the accused, and any witnesses. It is essential to approach each interview with an open mind and to avoid making any assumptions about the credibility of the individuals involved. Effective interviewing techniques are crucial in gathering accurate and reliable information. The investigator should use open-ended questions to encourage detailed responses and should avoid leading questions that may suggest a particular answer. For example, instead of asking, "Did John harass you?" the investigator should ask, "Can you describe your interactions with John?" This approach helps to elicit more comprehensive and unbiased responses. According to research by Kassan, Dror, and Kukuka, interviewers who use open-ended questions are more likely to obtain accurate and detailed information compared to those who use closed or leading questions. In addition to interviews, the investigator must also gather and review any relevant documents or evidence. This may include emails, text messages, personnel files, and security camera footage. It is important to ensure that all evidence is collected lawfully and that the integrity of the evidence is maintained throughout the investigation. The use of technology in investigations has become increasingly prevalent, and investigators must be knowledgeable about digital forensics to effectively gather and analyze electronic evidence. Throughout the investigator must document all findings and actions taken. This documentation serves as a record of the investigation process and can be critical in defending the investigation's conclusions if they are challenged later. The final report should include a summary of the complaint, a description of the investigation process, a summary of the evidence, and the investigator's findings and recommendations. The report should be clear, concise, and free of any bias or speculation. The conclusion of the investigation involves making a determination based on the evidence gathered. The standard of proof in workplace investigations is typically a preponderance of the evidence, meaning that it is more likely than not that the alleged conduct occurred. If the investigation substantiates the complaint, the organization must take appropriate corrective action. This may include disciplinary action against the perpetrator, implementing measures to prevent future misconduct, and providing support to the victim. It is also important to communicate the outcome of the investigation to the complainant and the accused while maintaining confidentiality to the extent possible. An important aspect of conducting workplace investigations is understanding and complying with relevant laws and regulations. In California, for example, the Fair Employment and Housing Act requires employers to take all reasonable steps to prevent and correct harassment and discrimination. Employers must also ensure that their investigation processes comply with the California Fair Pay Act, which protects employees who report discrimination or harassment from retaliation. Failure to comply with these legal requirements can result in significant penalties for the organization. Training and ongoing education for investigators are essential to ensure that they are equipped with the skills and knowledge needed to conduct effective investigations. According to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, organizations that provide regular training on harassment prevention and investigation techniques are more likely to conduct thorough and effective investigations. This training should cover topics such as interviewing techniques, evidence collection, and legal compliance, and should be updated regularly to reflect changes in laws and best practices. In conclusion, conducting workplace investigations is a complex and critical function that requires a thorough understanding of investigative techniques, legal requirements, and best practices. By ensuring that investigations are conducted fairly, thoroughly, and in compliance with relevant laws, organizations can effectively address misconduct, protect their employees, and promote a culture of accountability and respect. As HR professionals seeking to master the PHRca certification, it is essential to develop the skills and knowledge needed to conduct effective workplace investigations and to create a supportive environment where employees feel safe to report misconduct. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.